Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Keen Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. In this video, I want to talk about when you're sitting down at a table and somebody comes up and tries to attack you. Now, helping me with this is going to be Mr. Billy, and we're going to be using two canes for this. We're going to be using the real one for some weight to show the movement, and then we're going to be using the foam for the striking so we don't hurt Mr. Billy. We're also going to break this up into probably 3 to 4 different videos so it's not super long. And we're going to show you different angles and positions. Now, if you happen to have an individual that's very aggressive and they come up to you at a table, we're going to choose from behind first, and we'll talk about when they're in front of the table. Now, real quick, there's two kinds of tables and chairs out there. Yes, I know there are thousands of different styles and heights of tables and chairs, but basically there's two different kinds. There's tables that are either A, they're bolted to the ground or bolted to the wall, or B, they can be moved in and out. Same thing with the chair. Chairs that are either bolted to the ground, or even fast food restaurants kind of bolt them to the table with a bar, or B, you can move them. So that's what we're basing these videos on. Now, you can keep your cane pretty much anywhere you like. We did do a video on where you put your cane in the past. But I'm going to kind of talk about where I keep it. Depending on where I'm sitting, who I'm with, and where I'm at, most of the time, because I'm right-handed, most of the times I'll keep the cane on my right side, and I'll keep it like just laying against me like that. There are a lot of times also that I'll put it kind of here. This will be another video we'll talk about. And there are times if I'm sitting, there's a chair or something here, I might stick it here as well. And again, that's another video. But let's talk about when I'm keeping it right here for this video. Now, I'm not a big fan of keeping it hooked to the back of my chair, and I'm not a big fan of keeping it to the side of the table where it might get knocked over. So, if an individual something happens, he comes up to you, he's either A, gonna tap you on the shoulders because he's got a problem, B, kind of give you a shove, hey buddy, or he might even go into an aggressive grabbing you and all that, but we'll cover that in another video. Right off the bat, he kind of like taps me. He's all pissed off. When I turn, I kind of grab onto my cane for several reasons. One, so I don't knock it over. Two, I have it kind of ready. Three, in case he goes for it, I can do something. Now I turn to him. If he's a little agitated and all that, I want to try to calm him down. If I stand up kind of like this, what's the problem? That's a 50-50. 50, he may back up. 50%, he might think it's go time and swing on me. So, but you have to also understand, I'm sitting here, I'm sitting down, he's standing up, so he has high ground. And basically, in a nutshell, when he's pounding down, he has more power coming down than I'm going to generate going up. So he has the upper hand, no pun intended here. Now, whether he's left or right, if he puts his hand on me, and he's, doing that, and I say, get your hand out, he won't get his hand off me. If he's doing stuff like this, first off, understand, when the hand's on you, when you move, he's going to feel that. So he's going to know you're doing something because you're shifting, you're moving. So you need to make sure you're doing it. Whatever you're going to do is going to be committed to do. So from here, he starts, if he draws his hand back, I strike to the face, and then I hit. Now, I'm not going super fast as I can or super hard because Mr. Billy, I don't want to hurt him. Even the foam doesn't feel good. Also, if he's grabbing onto me, his hand goes up, I can catch him into the ribs or even solar plex. These are really, even though I'm striking, and I'm sitting down, going upward motion, they're more stunners than they are maximum power. So understand that. Doesn't mean it's not going to hurt. It's just not full swings. I can even, if he grabs a hold of me from here and he draws back, I could swing up and strike him. But I'm taking a chance of him catching my cane, depending on how well I do that. If he goes with the other hand, because he happens to be a left-handed power individual, then I've got better odds on this, and that's even better because now I'm getting to his backside. Now, I'm going to swap off for a minute. So you can kind of see the weight of the cane. When I have the cane, he's got a hold of me. Again, if his hand goes back up, I can turn. Sitting, I can strike. I like to kind of do it in one shot as I'm coming up, hitting him. I can also catch him here in his solar plexus ribs. I don't want to do this. And again, this is me. You might have your special ways, but this is me. From here, I don't want to do this and this. Yeah, the bayonet strike's a good one, but I feel that I'm wasting more time doing this where he may grab that cane. So, if I do this and he grabs it, right? Yeah, he's got, but that, I don't want to hit him hard. That he's not going to grab as easy. So again, from here, I can turn and strike to the face and get up, or at one motion, turn and strike. If you having a hard time standing up, hold your cane tight, hold your chair, push off, and strike to allow you to get up. Now, I'm going to switch out for a minute so I don't hurt my stability. Let's go back to talking quickly about the table and the chair, about being connected and not connected. Again, if they're connected, it's kind of what I just did. But let's say this is not bolted, so it can shift. Now, this is sitting on karate mat, so it doesn't really shift good. It pushes over. And understand, I don't have a problem throwing this table over to defend myself. If I've got friends sitting there and they're not helping me because this guy's a jerk, then I don't care what dishes go on them. I ain't worried about that either. But I'm going to kind of do this for a minute. Since it's on a mat, I'll shift it like that with my lower foot because it won't shift. On this mat, it'll just fall over. So let's say he's pushing me into the table. As he's pushing me, if I can move the table, I'll move it, stand up, and strike. So I'll move it a bit. Now, again, shove me into the table. I don't care if I flip it or if I shove it, and I'll strike. Now, the chair, talking about the chair, I'm not going to go hard on the chair because this is a metal chair and I don't want to hurt Mr. Billy. But if this guy's kind of pushing on me, I'm going to get up. You don't have a cup on, right? I'm going to get up, shove this into his leg or groin real hard, turn and strike him. So I'm going to utilize the chair to push into him and then hit him with the cane. So again, your options, there's a lot of them, but in this one here, a quick option is when he grabs, smacking or getting up and smacking, whether it's to the face or to the body. Use your table to help push up, or shove the table away to get distance, or jam this into his body as you strike. Thank you, Billy. So hopefully that helps. Again, this is just the first video on a different set coming in with different areas of the table. Gary Hernandez, thank you very much, and we will see you guys very soon.